should we go on to the question of the week?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, very good. So you posed this good one last week. And by the way, kudos to you, Tony Gaud, because you get some of the best questions around. You make them up, and I like them. You said, what punchline from a TV show, or notable line, I guess you could say, from a TV show is stuck in your head?
Yes.
And I don't know if that was the one I said earlier that my girlfriend Lisa was mentioning. She may have done the previous one when you said something about like what role. So she said
comics and
let me back up that one for 1 second because I want to clarify something. You could probably know this way more than I do. She said today, she goes, I listened to your podcast from a couple of weeks ago. She's like a week behind. And she goes, on that question that Tony had about what comic do you like or two comics do you like that went on to portray serious movie roles or
dramatic roles.
Dramatic roles, right? So she said, I'm surprised no one said Tom Hanks. And I said, I don't know if he did stand-up. And she said, no, I think he did. Look it up. And she said, look it up. Like, oh, she knows what she's talking about. Do you know if he did? Now, he was in a sitcom back in the day.
Well, Tom Hanks was in the movie Punchline with Sally Fields. And actually, there's some real comics in there as well. Yeah. But from what I understand, he tried stand-up.
Okay.
He tried stand-up, but he was... more of an improv troupe actor. He was more of a theater actor.
Makes sense.
But
sure.
He did try stand-up. He did do it early on.
Okay.
Early on in his career, he did.
Well, guess what?
And someone else tried stand-up, I believe only once, was Henry Winkler.
Now that I think I've heard.
Yeah.
So
he was like, that's not for me.
I like that. Well, if you're watching, go like this. Hello, Lisa? Lisa, it's Pat. You're right. You're right. And I love... Hello? Okay, I didn't go with. All right, so I guess if he technically did it, I guess she was right then.
Yeah.
Okay, so I stand corrected. So there you go. See, I admit my mistakes, folks. I admit them.
Just this once.
I'm half Italian, so I give you one time. Then I carry a grudge. I carry a grudge for the rest of my life.
My mother did that once.
Remember that? That's right.
Johnny Dangerously, people.
That's right. Look it up. Greatest movie ever.
Michael Keaton.
Dick Butkus. Come on, I keep going on with the stars in that movie. All right. What punchline from a TV show is stuck in your head?
Well, I had a couple that I remember from when I was a kid from watching sitcoms.
Okay.
That's the thing. I think they're more like catchphrases and sayings from the thing. But from What's Happening? Hey, hey, hey.
Beautiful, right?
Right?
Yes.
Hey, hey, hey. And Welcome Back, Kotter. Was so full of them. Up your nose with a rubber hose.
Right.
And what's the other guy? Horseshack. With the
he raises yeah. Now for people who don't know that, just rewind this back and go check these out on YouTube. These are like shows from the 70s and stuff, right?
70s,
very funny, and they still are, I think, funny nowadays. And they're on several different local TV channels.
Well, Welcome Back, Kotter. That's where John Travolta was doing. He was on that show before, just as his film career was launching. So it's funny though. Still funny. And Gabe Kaplan was a comedian.
He was a comedian.
And he probably still is. He's probably still doing stuff. But he's also a good poker player.
Gabe Kaplan?
Yeah, he plays professional.
I was going to ask you, he didn't die, did he?
Not that I know of.
Okay, good.
Maybe we could look.
I know, I didn't know.
Okay. Last I heard, he was still working though. But he's a working comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, good. I hope he's not. I know some people are, unfortunately, they're leaving this earth far too soon. But those are great. I don't know. Mine, but
there's a lot you could choose from, man. I mean,
there's a lot, or just a line, like we said before, like Norm, from Cheers or whatever,
Yeah.
I thought that one that was just used in one episode in Seinfeld that we still say nowadays is just that the master of your domain. Yeah. Just when Kramer comes in, he goes, "I'm out," and I say that for everything. That's just one line, but it just kind of sticks with me. But I love No Soup for You.
No soup for you.
Soup Nazi.
Soup Nazi.
I'm sorry. Perfect. And I know nowadays they were trying to cancel that, going, well, we can't say the Soup Nazi. That's what kind of people are you? I don't know. We're comedy people. We enjoy it, and it's funny.
People with a sense of humor.
People with a sense of humor. And based on a real character, too, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
So stop it. But no soup for you. If you've seen Seinfeld, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen that episode, look it up on YouTube or on Netflix. They're on Netflix, I think, all the episodes. Yeah. But that, to me...
That's a good one.
Just the stoic way he would do that and look with that face. And then when he was on the finale, remember, was that right? He was on the finale, too, I think, right?
The court. That was doing the court.
He was in court, and he would answer the same way, right? He would just, like, sit there just, like, with that face. I think he just answered, yes, no. Like, he was still in character as the Soup Nazi.
Yeah.
But that, to me, no soup for you, though, was just the one, how they would slide down. And then George said something about, I think you forgot my bread. And Jared's like, just let it go, George. Just let it go. It was just wonderful. So no soup for you, to me, is something we say to this day.
Wasn't it on Friends where they, we were on a break? Was that with... somebody, it was some show, but I'm thinking it was them, like the whole Rachel and Ross relationship thing at some point. That was I think I vaguely remember that. I don't know. If I'm wrong, correct me.
Yeah,
what
let
that
us
was
know.
From. But yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. There's
so many other. Yeah, but like I said, I just had to go with that the no soup for you. Like I said, other ones, other shows, other movies. But I mean, just right there, just like no soup for you. Just because if you're using something 23 or even like you said, Welcome Back, Kotter, you're using something 30, 40 years later.
Yeah,
it had to be good. Jimmy Walker, Dynamite.
Yeah, Dynamite.
Right? Now the guy's selling. He's what, 60-something, and he's selling some type of insurance.
He's getting paid with that phrase.
Yeah, and he still had to do it, right? He still had to say it's Dynamite. I'm like, of course he's gonna say it.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool, man. But
so if you guys have some kind of punchline or catchphrase, put it in the comments. Let us know what show you're getting that from. That'd be cool, yeah.
Let us know. Spotify, hit us up. Your other podcast platforms, leave it in the comments on our Comedians Uncorked YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe while we're there as well.
Comedians Uncorked.